Hey guys, it's Lisa and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make one item and I found this on Pinterest. So this is my inspiration piece and this is just something that sits I guess at the front door as Christmas decor. But I want to turn this into an ornament. So I'm going to use some wood shims instead of the large boards. And I'm cutting the thin side of the shim with my old scissors, and then to shape it more like a ski. And then I'll take my some sandpaper and sand all around the edges to make it smooth. And that will give me what looks like a set of skis. Now at first I decided to stain these with my brown wax, and after I stained them I didn't like the color that I got, and I ended up staining these with my VavDyke brown glaze, and I was happy with the way that looked. But I'm going to go ahead and use the ones that I stained and didn't like, and I'm going to paint those and show you a different look with these. But this is what the glaze looked like, and this is what I did all the rest of them in. And I think I did about 14 sets of these, and this will be like an oversized ornament. Now I think I'm using the larger shims here, and you could use the smaller shims, and I think they're usually about 8 inches long. These are probably closer to 10 or so. But the 8-inch long ones would actually work well too, maybe even a little bit better. And I had this wooden stamp that I thrifted some time back, and we just felt like it would go on these, it would fit these. I don't know why it really needed it. We felt like it just needed a little something, and this is what would fit. So that's the only reason that I use these. So I put one on the front of each one, and I did this to all of them because I did like the way that looked. Again, the brown wax, when we did it, we did stamp this on it, and it didn't show up that well anyway, so that was another reason the other shade of wax didn't work. But I'm crisscrossing these and hot gluing them together. And then I'm going to take some jute twine and wrap it a few times around and tie it off in the back. And I'm also going to drill a hole in the top of each of these to attach my hanger. Now these are very simple to do and very quick to do, but they look like you've spent more time on them, and I love ornaments like that. I just wrap this 2 to 3 times around and tie them off. Now you can tie them in the back or you can tie them in the front because it's going to be hidden by some embellishment in the front. So in hindsight, that's probably what I should have done. I think I tied these off in the back and just cut that off. So now that I have my skis glued and tied together, and I've drilled the holes in the top for my hanger, then I'm going to add some embellishment. And this just takes literally pieces from picks. And I'm using just some pieces from a cedar pick and just whatever I could find to embellish it. But I would cut everything off the main stem, and those little pieces is what I will use to make just a little small spray in the front. And these are so simple. You're just going to take some pieces on both sides, and I like to have some going upwards and downwards on each side, and that will give it kind of that shape that you want. And then just start filling in. And I'm going to add some red berries to this, and I add some rusty bells to most of them. And then I'm going to just take some white paint once I'm finished and just kind of touch that white paint here and there on the greenery and the berries to give it more of a snowy look. And I think these little berries are some of the little foam berries that I took off another item that I thrifted. So again, you can just use scraps here. It works perfectly. Now I got the most beautiful hang tag in the mail today from Teresa Sanders from Arkansas. And she sent me things before, and Teresa is very, very crafty and artistic, I think. She not only is very crafty, but she always takes things to the next level. And I think you'll be amazed, just like I was, with this hang tag that she went all out on. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But I'll be showing it at the end of this video. And Teresa also made me a beautiful piece of art for Christmas, just as a gift, I think. And again, she just blew me away with her talent. So here I've added the berries, and now I'm just taking some regular greenery because I feel like you need to kind of layer your greenery, even though it's just a very small amount that you're using. I feel like just adding some different textures, even if they don't happen to necessarily be Christmas greenery, as long as you put them with the berries and the evergreens, they'll still look Christmassy. And as you can see, I'm using the tiniest pieces here. Now again, I'm going to be adding some rusty bells, but if you don't have them, you can use whatever you think looks good for embellishment. You could use a rusty star, or just a regular bell would even work. As a matter of fact, I ran out of these very rusty bells, and I ended up using some that I had tried to rust on my own that I didn't get a whole lot of rust out of, but they still looked good. And now I'm just going to use a piece of rusty wire on the top as the hanger. And I like using this rusty wire, but this particular wire that I have is a little heavier grade than I wish it were, and I didn't have any that was a little bit lighter, so I just made this work. But it isn't the easiest to maneuver. And I guess you could also use some jute twine here also. But there is the ornament, and again, it's very simple, very quick. And then we made very simple hang tags to go on it. We just stamped some greenery on some white paper and put that, tore that out, antiqued around it, and put it on some cardstock. And we kept all of the tags the same because then it displays really well together. Now here is the set that I used the brown wax on, and I just kind of painted over this, but I purposely didn't do full coverage, and so this dark stain was good for that. It showed a lot of that dark through, and I went ahead and painted on both sides of these once it dried. So some people might prefer lighter colored skis, and that's why I decided to go ahead and show you how you can take your mistake and turn it into something else. And I'll probably end up doing some more of these in white, but today I just did this one set. So obviously I'm going to do this the same way. Once they're dry, I'm just going to stamp that same stamp on these, and I just did these in gray, the stamping in gray. I thought that black would be a little too harsh for this white. Now some of the greenery that I'm using in this today, actually most of it I ordered from Amazon at a really good price, so I'm going to try to include those in the description. But they're good for just cutting little pieces off like this and using. But I'm embellishing this one the same way, and again I'm going to do the hanger the same way. And again, the embellishment is very, very simple to do. But I just did a whole basket of these, and again, what we're doing with the ornaments is we're just picking one or two a day that we work on until we get a whole container full. And our plan actually, our goal was to do 1 ornament a day, but we've been going faster than we expected, so we're getting a couple of them knocked out each day. So I didn't add the Rusty Bell on this white one. But there are some of them finished, and again, I just took some white paint and just kind of dabbed over these to give them that snowy look. Now here is Teresa's beautiful hang tag, and I don't know if this is wood or what the material is. It's a very hard material, but I absolutely love. This is what it looks like on the inside here. And I can't tell if she painted this or what she did. It's absolutely amazing. I would love to know how she accomplished all this, because I've just never seen anything like it. So that's the inside when you open it up, and then the back of it when you flip it over, this is what it looks like. So from every angle, it is just gorgeous. Thank you so much, Teresa. And then I'll give you one more look at that front. This is when it's opened up, and I love that little house. So this has been a quick little video. I just wanted to show you one of the ornaments. Again, I'm probably just going to be doing a couple videos a week and then throwing these ornament videos in just whenever I have the spare time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless you and your family.